That's White Sox and A's, right?
Yeah, so unfortunately, as 2 teams jumped you, or 3 teams, I guess maybe 3 teams jumped you, you went from 8 to 12. It's probably not the end of the world in a baseball draft. We've seen how tough this is to figure this one out.
I got my first.
I love
I've been with the firm now,
It doesn't mean this
company,
team is like a 90 win
since April. I'm talking about real estate. Since April, and I've been in some type of class ever since. I started studying in November, passed the test in March, got hired in April. Well, became an independent contractor in April with real estate. And man, it's nonstop. For people say that, for those like myself that come in without, really no family members in the business, just really all I have is the clothes on my back. That's it. And everything else I have to build from scratch. It's rough, but it's good. It's not for everybody. This is truly an entrepreneurial. You must truly have an entrepreneurial spirit, heart, and just a work ethic that is, nothing else compares to something like this. I still hate that good library. And I got a listing. I think it was October. We went live November 1st, I believe. We went, listed November 1st. They called me, so it's been moving great actually. But I think you just constantly have to keep pushing yourself and looking for, build your sphere of influence and kind of get your funnel. And those things takes time. So, but I don't think it's for everybody. I'm different, of course. I know I'm different. It's the things I've been through in life and just experience. But I just want to help people and their families, show them the best way to own a piece of America, a piece of property. And so you can have stability and safety for yourself and your family and create wealth at the end of the day. So, for those that's renting, hopefully one day you wake up and decide that you no longer want to rent. You actually want to start building some type of equity with the money that you're spending, because your money is actually making money for you once you decide to purchase a home. Yeah, you got property taxes, interest. This guy just flat out ran a red light. Yes, you have property taxes and things of that nature, but that's anything we do. However, a home is the most valuable, the most important investments you're going to make. I don't like saying investments. One of the most important things that's going to create stability in your entire life, not just your life, but your kids. And also I've learned also, it forces you to start saving and to start being accountable and it's been accountability something we've always dodged in this nation, I notice. And some people I look at now that have bad credit scores and bad credit reports, what's up, Caleb? They're not held accountable. But when you go to purchase a home, they're going to look at your file and see what type of person you are. Things happen in life. That don't mean those things can't be fixed. We have guys on our team, they definitely help people get their credit together. Now, you will pay a small fee at closing, but we will get your credit score from, if it's in the 5s or the 4s, depending how hard our guy has to work, we're going to get you up to the loan you need to get. And it stays there, and you're going to see that firsthand. That's how we help people. I don't like saying a part of the American dream, but I purchased my first home in 2007. I come from a family of renters. I was the first to purchase a home my entire family in 2007, or 5 or 7, not even 5, 2005. Now my brothers are both homeowners. Both of my brothers are homeowners. My mother was a renter. I tried to give my mom a house. She just didn't want to do all the work, which I understand. She was old at that point in time. I get it. And I don't blame her. I mean, she had a good community where she was at, an apartment. She loved it. I don't knock her for it. But for me, this day and time, if you have a stable job in a W-2 form, a W-2, and you're spending, I know I'm in Texas right now, We got people spending up to $2,900, $3,000 for rent. $3,000 for rent. Insane. $36,000 a year. Even $2,000 some places. You can buy a home. I can work with you to buy a home for, we'll start at $250. Seems like a lot, but you spread that out, add their little taxes. Yeah, there are fees you have to pay, closing costs, but there are programs out there that help with all of those things. There are programs out there to help with that. So I think people are just intimidated by the process because they don't understand it. And that's why I've created some slides called First-Time Home Buyers. And I want to start having a conversation with people. Excuse me, but you have to be willing just to sit down and say, you know what? I want to fix my situation. So yes, just purchasing a home, like I said, first-time home buyers create the equity, creates equity, bit of payment or not, if you put a down payment or not. There are many programs that can assist you with a down payment or closing costs, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. What's the first-time home buyer? It's a person that hadn't bought a house in 3 years, even if you're married. Me, I just love having a home where I have a front and a backyard. I want to sit in my backyard and just throw with my dog or whatever, throw balls with my dogs. That's all I want to do. What's up, Brett? So yeah, I think it's each his own. But man, you could after purchasing my first house, you couldn't get me to rent again. You couldn't get me to rent no more because I like the privacy. I like having my own garage and put my car in and out. I like sitting in my backyard. If you're not in a position to buy, that's fine. We can help you get in position to purchase. Hey, Hilda. I can't pronounce your last name. But yeah, I think you enjoy it. I'm heading to the office right now for about an hour or two. We're having our Christmas party today. It's not gonna be at the office, it's gonna be at some restaurant. I'm gonna be at a restaurant, so I mean it's 12 o'clock, so I gotta go print some stuff off. But where you located, Hilda? I'm just eating some almonds, peanut butter cups. Get some good fats. And sugar. Yeah.
investors to their ownership group.
Okay.
All right, so that's the Bills right there. So that's 10 new investors. The Dolphins announced the sale of limited interest to Ares Management, so that's happened too. The Eagles sold 8% of the Eagles to two family investment groups. The valuation is $8.3 billion for the sale, which is for a portion of the team. Good God, that one. And the owner that has that, like if you're an owner that has it, you're like, I'm going to sell 5% of my team. You're getting billions of dollars off of it?
Yeah.
That's insane.
What the hell do you care about that 5%? But
Yeah,
it'll bring
exactly.
you more money.
The NFL, like they've discussed this for a while now. The approval is going
Equity,
through.
yeah.
The Cowboys will never do that, right? Like Jerry Jones will never sell that much of his team.
See, I kind of think they will, because I think that's a win-win situation that you can let some bigwig jump in and grab 10% of the team, and you're like, yeah, but in terms of voting shares and everything, you have no control.
But what happens whenever you get a coup and he starts buying from everybody?
You just don't make that part of the team available. You can't.
Once you sold one piece, you've exposed
that is
yourself.
not how business works at
Jerry
all.
did not expose himself.
I don't think Jerry will, but it'll be interesting when the three children take over.
Yeah.
I don't think
How
that
many?
will happen.
Sorry,
but-
how many kids?
Oh, well, I don't think the other ones have.
The three confirmed.
I didn't hear you. I just
Yeah, I think he has three kids that will get, like, in the will,
Gotcha.
will get the control of the
Gotcha.
Dallas Cowboys. And then maybe, I don't know, 20 years from now, maybe the three kids would decide to sell 10% of the team. I don't know.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd throw that out there as it's happening right now, and that seems like a lot of money and a lot of other faces getting involved in the NFL. That's got to be a thing, right? We'll discuss it.
No. What is your...
Like that's got to be a thing where you have 32 owners, and I'm sure there are other board members and other groups that own it, but they're like, more people have to be like, hey, I want a piece of this. I want a piece of the NFL because it's continuing to go up in value.
Now, we're going to kick things off talking about some Rangers. Let's go to cut number 7 because this fine pitching gentleman is back.
Evaldi ready. Here's the 1-2. And that's in there for a call. Third strike. A cut.